Hey everybody, it's Tommerag back here with you, and this is part 3, rounds 21 through 30 of myself and Lt P3t3 Mitchell's playthrough of Nuke Town Zombies to level 36. Now, this part 3 video gets a lot more intense, and it was also a lot longer because the rounds start lasting a lot longer, so I did speed it up once again, and I also cut out the in-between rounds when we're trying to get new weapons and everything, just to try and keep the video a lot shorter, and so that way you're not watching a whole lot of wasted time of us just trying to get weapons. Now, I believe through this round I end up using the ray gun through almost all of it. What I'd do is I'd run around, and especially a lot of those faster zombies that start running and chasing you, I'd shoot their legs out so it slowed them down a lot more, and then once I get a nice big group of crawlers, then I'd start trying to kill them. Now, I was watching the playthrough of the new DLC that is coming out this month, and I don't remember what the name of the map was, but it's the one where they added the volcano to it, and I think that has to be the worst idea for a multiplayer map ever. The lava from town on zombies, and thank God for monkeys right there, otherwise I would have died. The lava on town was such a pain in the ass. It pissed a lot of people off, and I don't know of anybody that actually liked playing that map because of the lava. And it makes sense because you end up running around and you accidentally jump in or run over the lava, or you weren't paying attention, you were trying to run away from the zombies, and you get hurt for no reason aside from you didn't see the lava, and then you get hit once by a zombie and you go down. And I don't know what Treyarch was thinking putting that lava into a multiplayer map. I think they're gonna get a lot of bad feedback from it. I know they got a lot of bad feedback from the lava just in the zombies, so I think it'll probably be 10 times worse with it being a multiplayer, and you're gonna see that map starting to get skipped a lot with nobody wanting to play it. And I don't blame anybody. I would do it myself personally too, and if that map comes up, I'll just vote for another one so that way I don't have to deal with the lava. I'll probably give it a couple playthroughs just to see what it's like and how obstructive that lava actually gets. But I will not be playing that map a whole lot. I know that much. As I was watching this video, before I started doing my commentary for it, I noticed I do not go down. The first time I go down is level 28, which is definitely a personal record for me. I usually end up going down early in a zombies game, just because I'm not paying attention, or the lava gets me, or I make a jump that I shouldn't have taken right away. So I was pretty stoked to get to level 28 with that being my first down. It definitely saves a lot of points. Not that I really need them right now. I'm at 41,000 at round 23, but the more you go down, it just really slowly eats away at your points, and then you have issues with getting weapons and upgrading and or getting your perks and using the pack-a-punch, and it just ends up causing a chain reaction the more you end up going down in the later levels. But that is not an issue for us in this playthrough anyways. We somehow managed to get by without it. Now, as I've talked about in some of my previous videos, be sure to like and subscribe as always to my videos. I'll continually try to keep improving them based on feedback I get from you guys, and try and add anything new that you feel would be helpful or more entertaining. Now, remember, I also said that once I hit 20 subscribers, that I will be doing a giveaway on YouTube for either a 1,600 Microsoft points or a $20 PSN gift card, whichever you prefer, whatever you want for your main gaming platform. And also, I did decide that I'm also going to do a giveaway on Twitter when I hit a certain number of followers. I haven't decided on that set mark yet, but I will let you guys know in following videos. There's a link to my Twitter to follow at the bottom. Be sure to go ahead and do that. I'll post new videos whenever I put them up on YouTube, onto Twitter, and also any new gaming information that you might see or that I found that I think might be useful for you guys. And there you see Mitchell went down again, so I'm using my monkeys. Monkeys are always great whenever you can get them out of the box. They help a lot. Insta kill, that helps us a lot right here, so Mitchell can get up and get Juggernog and his perks back, because it's kind of early into the level, or actually it was at the end of the level, excuse me, which makes it a lot easier when you go down right before that. Gives you a little time to go and get all your perks that you need to get back to a good start. And we got that max ammo at the end too, and we didn't get a max ammo. What am I talking about? I just upgraded my ray gun, which I continue to use through most of this round and the following rounds. I got lucky with the box. Sometimes everybody knows that the box isn't very friendly to you, and it just gives you the crappy weapons. But I would run out of my ray gun ammo, go back to the box, pick up the first gun, replace it with the ray gun, or replace the ray gun with it. And somehow every time, the second time I'd hit the box, I'd pull out another ray gun. So it was just a really lucky playthrough for me as far as what I was pulling out of the box for weapons. Fire sales, they come in handy just to see if you can pull anything nice out of the box. But it starts to get a little intense with the zombies chasing you, that you don't really get a whole lot of time to use the fire sales. You might be able to hit the box, but then you're going to have to run a couple laps to try and get back to it, by which time the gun's almost gone, so it doesn't give you much time to decide if you want to swap. But then again, if you run out of ammo, then it comes in handy and you just grab the first thing that comes out of the box. Although I tend to get a little frustrated when I pull out like the ballistic knife or the war machine, because the ballistic knife at this round doesn't do a whole lot of good. The war machine, I would just end up killing myself with it, just from the grenades ricocheting off stuff and blowing up around me. So I tend to avoid that one or the RPG. Max ammo there for us, those always come in handy, and that was right at the end of the round, so luckily we didn't have to hit the box again. We just kept going through to round 26. Now with the new expansion coming up on April 16th, how do you guys feel they've been doing with the new zombie modes that they've been adding? With that last DLC, they added the ability to play with 4 people, where one person was the human and the other 3 played as zombies, which was a first for Treyarch in their zombies mode. I thought it was pretty interesting, the way they set it up, and that you were able to get perks as not only playing when you were the human, but also when you played as the zombies, you were able to get perks too. Now with the new DLC coming out in a couple weeks, they added another new way to play zombies again. Obviously, it takes place on Alcatraz this time, and you are playing as one of 4 mobsters that are trying to escape from Alcatraz. And they added something into it, and there hasn't been a whole lot of details released about this purgatory you can go into, or what exactly does that mean. I'm assuming, this is just my opinion on what happens, is that if you go down and nobody is able to revive you, you then go into this purgatory mode. I could be completely off with that guess, but that's just kind of how I'm viewing it. And I don't know if you can fight your way out of purgatory and get back into the game, or if the friends you're playing with are able to pull you out of purgatory by doing something in the game. I'm not really sure, so we are just gonna have to wait until April 16th to see how that whole mode plays out. Now, excuse me. I really like what Treyarch's been trying to do with the zombies to keep it interesting, so it's not the same just running around killing the zombies as you go, trying not to die and reviving your friends as you're playing. So I think it'll be interesting when they release the next couple DLCs over the next couple months to see what else they're planning for zombies mode, because really that's the part that interests me a whole lot more than the multiplayer. The multiplayer tends to get redundant at times, and I just get sick of playing it, and I'd rather much play zombies then. So I look forward to seeing the next 2 DLC packs that are going to be coming out, and what Treyarch has in store for all of the Black Ops 2 players. What would you guys like to see from zombies modes? When like, do you have any of your own original ideas that you think you would love to see get added to zombies mode, or that you've maybe read on a forum somewhere, or just internet talk, or talking with your buddies? Post in the comments below about what you would like to see in future zombies, and we'll get a little more discussion going on it and see if Treyarch ends up putting anything like that into the game. Maybe they already had something, or were planning to put something into the game that fans have been talking about for a while. Now, did you guys, with these 2 new modes that they've added so far with the 2 DLCs, did you guys expect Treyarch to do anything like that with zombies modes, or was that completely unexpected? And like, I just figured they'd add, with every DLC they just add a new zombies map, but they surprised me by adding new modes into the DLC, which, like I've said several times now, is a great idea. Keeps zombies interesting, keeps it from being the same thing every time you play it. It gives you more options when you play online with people too, on exactly how you play zombies. Alright, as you can see, we are up to round 28 right now, which is the highest round that I know I have made it to, and that level 28 was on Town, and that was with 2 others, myself, Mitchell, and one of our other buddies playing. And our strategy for Town is horrible, so that's probably partially why we can never get past 28 for Town on zombies. And you can see, like I said earlier, I'm still running around just using the ray gun, shooting zombies as they come in to the map. The ray gun's nice because if you just aim at their legs, it's one shot, it knocks them down, so it keeps a lot of those fast zombies that chase you from really starting to get annoying, because you just make them into crawlers, and they're a lot easier to run around, and you don't have to worry about them running up behind you if you're standing there trying to shoot at the train you've built up. That's one way of doing it. Since myself and Mitchell played this map and had this run through, I've played it a couple more times, and since this, I've done a lot more, or I've used like the hammer or the RPD or the LSAT a lot more. I think those LMGs are just a lot of people are fans of using those when playing zombies, because you just get so much ammo for it, and as long as you're not hip firing with those weapons, then you can do a lot of damage and take out a lot of zombies before you run out of ammo. And you rack up way more points using those, just because of all the hit markers you get, because the bullets just don't stop at one zombie. They obviously go through the zombie and hit the zombies behind it, so you just get so many more points for each round you fire. But some other people, like my setup I usually try to go for is with an LMG and like the ray gun, or I'm a big fan of the Galil. It's a great gun. The Galil stays very powerful unupgraded through the mid 20s for the rounds before you really need to upgrade it to keep it as effective as it has been. That's just my personal opinion. I know some people like to make sure they have at least one pistol, because with the pistols you obviously run faster, and it makes it a lot easier to get to run out of tight spots if you get yourself caught in one. That was kind of the main reason I also used the ray gun on this one as a pistol. You run extremely fast, just like you do with other ones, or with other pistols is how I should say it better. Sometimes I just get ahead of myself and I can't talk very well, and then I end up confusing myself and forget what I'm talking about and lose my train of thought. So I apologize for that. Myself and Mitchell and our buddy Lt P3t3Mitchell, who is in another zombies video that I haven't edited yet, Um, we feel that they should make in one of the future DLCs, they should make that Fallout shelter right there available in some way. Like if you had to pool all your points and it costs like 10,000 points, and one of the huge nukes goes off in the background. Maybe that's just us, but we thought it'd be cool if they could somehow incorporate that Fallout shelter into the gameplay. Anybody else feel like they have that same feeling? If so, post in the comments below again. I don't know. It seems like it would serve a much better purpose than they're just being there for looks. Excuse me. Now I know there's some Easter egg background talk with it. I personally have never really been into the Easter eggs before, but I've watched a couple videos online about going up to that Fallout shelter every once in a while, and you can hear people talking in it. So I'm not really sure what Treyarch has for that in store for that, but I do know that there are some Easter eggs hidden there with that refer to the original Black Ops Zombies modes, with the characters that are in the bunker and the characters that were in some of the Easter egg stuff for the original Black Ops Zombies. Up to 29 now, and we're still doing all right. And excuse me, we're up to round 30 now, and this is the last round for the video. It still lasts quite a long time. As you can see, the zombies just start coming in like crazy if you've never been to this high of a level before. Like I was saying earlier, it's myself and Mitchell's first time getting to this high of a round in zombies, so we weren't really sure what to expect. We honestly kept thinking every time we got to a new round that it was going to be the last round we were playing, but we'd managed to play through that round and get into the next one, which was great for us because we kept surprising ourselves. But it just ends up getting so crazy because you get so many of these zombies running in, and not only do you get the massive amounts of zombies chasing you at one time, but I would say probably 85 to 90% of those zombies that come in are the extremely fast ones. So if you're not watching where you're running, then you'll get yourself into trouble really quick and end up going down a couple times. As you can see, like I've been talking about the whole time, I just turn them all into crawlers and then I start shooting them. But we have the insta-kill on right now, and I know some people don't like using the insta-kill, like Syndicate. He doesn't usually use it a whole lot just because he likes to point whore, which is fine. Everybody has their own way of playing it. We were just trying to see how high of a level up we could get to, and so we were just trying to get through the rounds as fast as we could without going down. So I think we use almost all the perks every time they come up, but we kind of quit using the bomb, especially if we weren't sure how long into the level we had left, because then it kind of gets iffy if you hit the bomb and you end up killing all of the zombies on the map. Then you just go into the next round, and so we were just trying to avoid that, so that way we wouldn't get caught off guard and unprepared when we go into the next round. Excuse me. And that's what happened to us at level 36. We had our zombie saved, like our crawler, our one zombie, and we weren't paying attention. And by we, I meant me. Oh, there I went down. I just got caught, got myself trapped in a little corner by all the zombies. So now I'm just hoping Mitchell can get over here and revive me like he does. And now we have the issue of I have to get over to the other side of the map and get the perks I need. And I don't know what I did there. I threw out the monkey, but it didn't do me a whole lot of good, and I end up going down again. So now I'm just trying to get rid of all the zombies so Mitchell can get back over to revive me. He threw out a monkey. Luckily, Mitchell was able to get me up, so he got me up. This is the end of the round, so if you like the video and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter.